Yo, man, go fuck with this here Stop podcast right now. We about to be on there in a second. Got dope interviews, dope podcasts going on, so make sure y'all go tap in. You already know, we outside.
I think I be trying to tell niggas, any niggas that you see up here, niggas is family. Yo, you gonna see niggas again. So I always tell niggas that this ain't a one-stop shop. This is your stop. So when this is your stop, nigga, you gonna come here to fuck with us. You gonna come here to get loose. You gonna come here to go. We started this interview at 7 o'clock. It's 1:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, this shit stop. When you come here, man, plan to have a stop. Plan to come through, fuck with us. Plan to come through, get lit with us. This is what we do. You already know we checking out. You dig?
This your Stop podcast, THISYURSTOP podcast. It's just like that.
Until you bitches, I still need a dick set.
On all social media platforms, especially on YouTube. Subscribe, like anyone you see on here. Subscribe and like. Oh, what's this?
In this era ain't no talking, gotta be about it. You gon' do what when you see me, we gon' see about it. Seen so many niggas leave this world that I can't leave without it. Read so much paperwork on niggas, I don't even doubt it. And I'm the one who cleared the way for y'all when it was crowded. Them affidavits prove that y'all was cowards. Yeah. If you ain't never ever talked,
in the building, we gonna introduce him properly after we get into this.
Now the Glock 40 cal. The cops catch me with this shit, I'm being beat too. And yeah, we sliding on the ops, we playing D too. And all these bitches giving drops, y'all better be cool. Or you gon' end up getting shot for thinking she cool. Oh yeah, cause she small. And I really wasn't supposed to make it this far for real. My homies in the grave, but they call me we put it all on the line, putting that hard on the scale. In that fin, they got caught off. It was all for the thrill. We did it all for the set. That's why I answer for the gang when they call me collect. That's why I send that cash app, hoes call me for sex. That's why I put my phone on silent. Don't call me or text.
Don't call me or text. He said what he said.
Silent button.
All right. You got more? Cause shit, I'm greedy.
Doing music.
Yeah.
What made
But
you feel like
you know what really made me get into music? Like Jay was my favorite rapper. Like I always loved what Jay had to talk. But like as far as like the getting into like you watch like certain other things like Lil Wayne was like one of my favorite at one point. Like I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not hot.
Calm down.
Like I'm not saying he's not hot. I fuck with Wayne. I fuck with Wayne. I fuck with Wayne.
Nigga, they the best two niggas that I always did.
Listen, Wayne, like since Block is hot, like that was my dog. Like that shit had me. So that what made me really want to be like, oh shit, like the Block is hot. Like that shit was like okay, like thugged out. I'm like, all right, this shit Wayne going crazy. He's like one of the youngest. Like when you see Wayne, he was the youngest out of all the older niggas, and I felt like that's what I was, the youngest out of all the older niggas that I was growing up around. Like that was really seeing the shit that was going on. Like so, I'm saying like as far as like everybody that was around me, like my brother and my cousin, I was more into the like being outside. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I felt like I was the Wayne nigga. So that's how I just felt like. But Jay was my favorite rapper, but I feel like I was the Wayne nigga. Like when everybody was just around, like I'm not saying I'm Wayne, I don't rap like Wayne, none of that, but
we get it.
What is like?
Would you consider yourself a new artist, or have you always been into it, if you know what I'm saying?
I'll say like, as far as a new artist, like, I feel like I'm a new me. As far as like music wise, I feel I progress more. That's the only reason I'll say I'm a new artist. But I've been around music my whole life, but I really started like I've been applying pressure, but then I had to take a break. But now like. Just right now, with the music I'm dropping now, it's a new me. So yeah, I'll say I'm a new artist. It's a new 2 times. It ain't the old 2 times you got back last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Can we get a bell? He said I'm not a new artist, a new me.
You know, just a new 2 times. Better music, everything better.
This is where you get that shit at.
Come on, somebody.
How you end up getting the name on 2 times? How you get that?
Nah, no lie. Real life. I was my freshman year. Lil Durk, I was going through.
So
I had
yesterday.
this name. She got jokes. Nah.
You see niggas getting busy up here. You see what it is, man.
Now you know when you're a person of a certain age or a certain brought up see when you park face out, not face in.
Come on,
Did
man.
you hear what he said?
Come on, man.
When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Only real niggas understand.
When it's time to
I
go.
can tell where a nigga come from when that part come on. They don't be like, oh. Niggas just be like, oh, see, you ain't about that life.
Yeah, you don't know what that
Niggas
is.
don't even know what I'm saying right there. You know what I'm
It's time
saying?
to go.
Certain shit in there is like, The niggas inside that. See, when niggas be writing, they be outside. I like to write inside that shit. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Because I'm inside this shit. You already know. Well, you feel what I'm saying?
All right. We about to get into
shit.
I write everything word for word. You know, these first 2 books I wrote on pen and pad, word for word. So I have the stack of papers of the original transcripts that I wrote on pen and pad with these books at home.
Goodness. Put them in the safe.
You
I
know,
hope they're in the safe now.
So these ones right here, now I learned better, so now I write on the laptop. You see what I'm saying? And then I just transfer the files. Right. But these right here, you know, they meant a lot to me. So these really, you know, I took my time with them, man. Every single word, man, you know, pen to pad, you know, just laying it down.
The young fella gives back, honey. Good, kind sir, big FBO shit. They gives back to the community. They're not just doing this glitz and glamour and going to silhouettes and going in the shower scenes. They're doing real things, hands-on shit. Please tell us all about that and where we can help as a community.
Boots on the ground, we outside, so that's basically what it is. I mean, you see it change and shit. You see the videos, these features and shit. But what that shit matter? You know what I mean? Like let's give back to where we from. Let's go down Mass Ave. Real shit. And I ain't gonna hold you. That's everybody around me. That's school's idea. That's bro's idea. Because I did. That's everybody. Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking that and. He saying, you know what I'm saying, let's go get back to the kids too. Let's a couple months we're gonna do the, you know what I mean? We're gonna link up with the Hype Store. Shout out Hype Store Boston.
Shout out to the store, Hype Store.
Yeah, they got everything you want, all the designer if you loan, you know what I'm saying, everything. Y'all fuck with.
Shout out to Hype Store.
But either way, let's link up with them and let's get back to the kids now, you know what I'm saying? Like if we could do that shit, we do that shit every month. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to get something to where it's like we do something like that for the holidays. We could do something like that for the, you know what I mean, when it get cold out, when we giving plates, we trying to give, you know what I mean, if we could, I'd rent the hotel out, you know what I mean, like the, you know what I'm saying, shelter for. That's what it's like once we get into a certain
respect to God
level in this rap shit. That's how we trying to do. So it's like do it now, so people don't think we just doing that because we got a fucking spotlight on us. Because nobody give a fuck about us right now to an extent. You know what I'm saying? People shout out everybody supporting me. I ain't even saying that. But you know what I
know? What was like them Boston artists that made niggas be like, nah,
nigga, I used to have to bring the linoleum. I used to go, just like when the gangbang, I used to run up on niggas' blocks and battle, my nigga. Like now real niggas, like real.
Used to roll out the
New York puppeteers, shout out to Tony Mosby and them. Like, that's how I ran with, like, I really was, like, I'm from the core. I'm a core
hip-hop
entertainer, nigga. Like, from it, like anybody who know me my life.
No bullshit. If you was a motherfucker that was around in the breakdancing days, you come from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm from
that.
It
was like the beginning of hip hop. Before
it
was hip hop, it was.
I was in the singing group, my nigga.
That's what I be telling.
And I was in, you know what I'm saying?
Like that's what I'm telling.
I was singing. Yes,
90 niggas.
I think what I was like 12.
Shit,
shout out to Tim and all them nigga. They could justify. Like I tells no lies. Niggas know Black Solid and you know. But nigga, I was in a singing group. My man Daniel Simmons, all of us, nigga, come on, man. Like, I done did every facet of music. So now when I do music and you'll listen to it, you can tell. And
that
then,
you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, you know that I'm not scared to be creatively rounded.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Or in the box because of who I am, nigga. That because of who I am makes it easier because I'm already intertwined and confident who the fuck you know what I'm saying? I had all that proving shit was over at 19, nigga, like way before that. You know?
So out of the young niggas right now just coming out of the city, give me like 3 young niggas that you like coming out of Boston right now.
Nigga, Yahweh, One Shot Ace, Gert.
I go?
Yep.
Enunciation Blue, you know. Hold up out right now, just my little art block freestyle. You can find me on Instagram. Enunciation Blue. I got a few videos out on YouTube, Blue 100 or Enunciation Blue, either or.
All right. We're going to drop, we said a lot of words just now. We're going to drop those links when this interview drops. And we have a lot of artists.
Yeah, too. You did kill that art block shit, too.
Oh, you kind of skated by it. Like,
I thought about it, too. That was in the buildings, right?
Yeah,
that was official, too. Yeah. Pissy Hallways, you already know. You dig?
Project Hallway.
Yeah. You know we live in them motherfuckers. You dig?
Definitely try to
I seen
skate
that.
by
I be like,
shit.
nah, a lot of niggas is getting authentic.
Come ride with us for a second. You
You
know?
dig? Put your seatbelts on. So let's get into it. First thing I want to ask you, like, what is credit? Like, what is credit?
Well, man, by definition of me, credit is your character, right? Like, people look at your credit, or depending on what you plan on using your credit for, right? People look at that, and they kind of determine what your character is like, right? So, if you want to be literal, credit is just a profile that shows your payment histories. That's essentially all it is. Your payment histories. That's what credit is, and you can apply that in any fashion, right? If you want to talk about literal things like, hey, you asked me to borrow $1, I'm gonna give you that $1. I'm gonna expect that $1 back. Next time you come back to me and ask for $1, I'm like, nah, you still owe me $1, bro. Your credit's not good with me right now. So you take it on that smaller scale, and then you can make it. It's micro there. You can put it on the macro scale from there, and you can see how lending institutions, how banks that give you money for cars, auto loans, things like that, credit card institution, any institution there is, that's the bigger scale. They're gonna look at what your payment history is like, which is linked to your social security number.
And that's good when you can put Boston and Cambridge together.
Oh yeah! Shout out to the bridge. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to all Massachusetts and all New England.
Word. Shout out to all New England, man. You already know what it is.
All right, Kraft Farrakhan. What we about to hear, sir?
So this track is the other track I just released too. It's just a single, just an individual track basically. It's the second chopstick. It's part 2. So it's called Red Abortion.
All right.
Yeah, that's where that dog comes into play.
Okay.
For the video. But anyway.
Damn, Shorty. Okay, too late.
Yeah, Shorty's gone.
Okay, she had to go.
Yeah, she had to go.
Okay. Anyway, that's one business, and we're gonna dive deep into that. What's the other one, Henny?
I sell bedroom candy. I am a bedroom candy boutique consultant. I sell sex toys, body care stuff. Because here's the deal, and I like to tell people that, when I do my bedroom candy stuff, it's like, there's a possibility that you could have a baby, and guess what? I got your back.
Guess what?
Child care. What we doing?
I done got you lathered and slathered.
Look.
You made that baby,
I'm
and now
take care of 'em.
I'm
What's
certified, sanctified to take care of them.
All right. Yeah,
Next, because we can keep going, Henny.
So the daycare, the bedroom candy, I'm a Virgo, so I'm clean. I got OCD. Everything got to be neat and orderly. So I have a cleaning business that not only cleans, but will come in and organize your stuff. We don't necessarily have to come in and clean, but if you got stuff that's just all over, you don't know how to organize, you don't know how to put it together, my brain does that automatically.
That is a thing, girl.
It's a thing.
You know what I'm saying? Showing y'all, man. Listen, man, this shit is not a game, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was for the streets. That was for niggas who really know what's going on.
Thank you kindly. Tell us where they can find you
like
at.
that.
I'm gonna make you keep going until you just tell me where. Okay, girl. You gotta pay to play. Tell us where to find you at, please.
Yo, Dutch Money, once again, Instagram, Dutch Monies, _52. Tony Starks on Facebook. I'll make it snap. We'll get to there. I'll feed you more. We just warming up. I had to clear a few things, but now I'm coming hardest for him. Coming hardest for him.
So you see, this is the warm up. You already know, man. Niggas come up here. Niggas is family. So as he put it together, y'all see more of them. What made you know, like, yo, this is something that I can really do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could possibly get money out of it one day. You know what I'm saying?
Like a career choice as opposed to a hobby.
Being a kid watching all these different stars on TV, and I always been one of the people who watched the performances on stage and how they rock the crowd, and that's one of the reasons why, honestly, originally I got into R&B, because an R&B artist can make somebody faint.
Okay, like the 5 heartbeats.
And I always looked at that shit like, damn, this dude can sing and make this girl faint. I need that type of control on stage.
Okay.
And then it came to the point like when I got into the rapping, it's like it's all about entertainment. It's all about pulling people in. It's like it's somewhat of a popularity contest. I hate to say it, but it's fun. Like I just love it. You feel me? Like the challenge. It's not as fun as it used to be now because it's kind of a lot of people made it kind of washed up. But just the joy of doing music and actually meeting people and people loving what you're doing, singing what you're doing, and you just knowing this all came from something that you just wrote out your brain.
How was it when you on the road and like meeting people? Is it something you had to get used to? You know what I'm saying? Like
nah, because it's like just off the rip, niggas is used to traveling. I mean, going OT and making moves and shit like that. So it's like just
wasn't a far stretch.
Yeah, just being a Rolling Stone, that shit's easy. That shit. I mean, that shit ain't nothing.
Do you ever get like city sick?
Oh, that was my next question.
Like,
that's a good one.
Be like, yo, I gotta get back to the city.
I mean, I was one time when I was in Atlanta. When I was out there for a while, but you get used to it. That start to feel like home where you at for a little bit. You know, it ain't where you from. It's where you at.
It's where you at.
Once you plant your feet down 10 toes down. I mean,
shout out to niggas from 10 toes down.
Find that you need to say, I'm from Worcester, I'm from outside of Boston, and do you find that divisive, or do you take the time to explain to people out of state the difference?
No cap, I'm gonna keep it 100. Sometimes you do, you feel me? Like some people can't even like pronounce Worcester.
They be like Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester. All types of shit.
Yeah,
so
real shit.
You got to like break that shit down to motherfuckers. You know, when you explaining it to them, like the closest I'll ever come, like I'll do it like this. I'll be like, I'm from there. If I know they from OTOT, I tell them I'm from near Boston, but I say near Boston. I'm not from Boston, but I know they gonna hear Boston and shit. You know, like it's, you know what I mean. Everybody knows Boston. Yeah. But like I said, I'm from Worcester, so I know I gotta go 10 times harder. So once I say I'm from near Boston, but I'm from Worcester, like you feel me? Like tap in with us over here. Like you feel me? I let that shit be known. I show love to Boston, but nigga, I'm from Worcester. I let my
auntie in the building. I do.
Keep them together.
One. Oh, you got your drink. Did you pour your drink? You didn't even open it. Come on. Oh, you got your drink in a double cup. Okay, Lil Wayne. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, more? Happy, you don't know the stop. Birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Okay, that's it. We need it 6 times. Woo! Oh, yes. And many more.
Yes. That's how you end it. See, exactly. That's how you end it. We're like, no, we count. Like, one more.
Oh, shit. You here all day?
And he was like, it goes on and on. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
So, we're sitting on these. On the pots. We are, did we call it vag steaming, yoni steaming?
You guys are yoni steaming.
Speak up a little bit.
You guys are yoni steaming. This is This Your Stop podcast, my love spot, yoni steam edition. Hello.
I'm so excited. Okay, tell us what
okay, so hello everyone. My name is Cheyenne. I have a traveling vagina spa called My Love Spot, and we also have an educational side of this that teaches, women of color that I like to focus on. Traditional, holistic, natural ways to care for their feminine health and their, vaginas and whatnot. So right now we are all yoni steaming. We are sitting on a pot of herbs. It's a nice herb.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't mean to sound cocky or none of that, but go listen to Chant 5 and go listen to.
Can speak cocky, niggas.
Right. Nah. You feel me? I'm just, I like to be humble. I like to be modest.
Like shit, certain shit you can be cocky.
Yeah, definitely. But you go listen to Chant 5 and then you'll be like, oh, I understand. Because you can randomly pick 5 songs and be like, oh, all right. That's that. I don't got shit no more.
Because I tell niggas this, right? I fuck with every podcast coming in Boston. But I tell niggas that all the time, dog. We are here to bury you niggas. We are not here to be in line with you niggas. We're gonna fuck with y'all, but we're gonna be number one.
That's my mentality.
Like, we're not shooting for 2 and 3. We are really looking to come number one.
You might
fuck this shit up.
You might as well pick a
like,
casket.
yo, so never get it fucked up with me.